We saw how energetic and enthusiastic that San Miguel bench was after their 41-point third quarter.
Oh, and you see Chris Ross fanning down AZ Reed, you know, because he's hot, right? He's trying to cool him down, you know. But that enthusiasm that you're talking about, this is the type of enthusiasm we saw in that first conference, and they won the championship that first conference. They need to get back to that.
Si Ronald Tubid naka-score mula doon sa assist si Jumar Fajardo. Patuloy ang paglago ng lamang ng San Miguel Beermen. Romeo takes it inside. Last second pass, Paulo Taha denied by Fajardo.
Great defense.
Kabagnot, bibigyan si Tubid. Santos setting a screen. Back out to Alex. Fajardo in the post now kontra Steve Thomas. Jumar looking to get to work, pero si Paulo Taha mukhang mapipito na foul, pushing foul.
Second team foul for Bangabia. 14 seconds shot clock.
Lutz, Kabagnot, Santos, Fajardo, and Tubid on the floor para San Miguel. Taha, Thomas, Isip, Romeo at Pringle. Para naman sa GlobalPort. 4 seconds left to shoot. Just look. Alex Kabagnot rather whistled for a foul. Bola pupunta ngayon sa Batang Pier. You know, still some time here para sa GlobalPort, but it has to be flawless basketball for the Batang Pier to catch up.
Definitely, and you see that Taha's in the game now. You saw that he forced a turnover, which means San Miguel Beer cannot get sloppy in this fourth quarter. A lot can happen.
Fajardo in the high post. Jumper on the way. And Isip controlling the rebound. Romeo nagmamadali. Thomas trying to help out Terence Romeo, but Fajardo gives up a foul.
Pushing foul number 15, Jumar Fajardo's third.
Foul na. Reigning PBA MVP.
That was a great take by Terence Romeo. Going straight for the big guy. You know, not converting, but going to the free throw line.
Romeo unfortunately misses the first. Para sa Batang Pier, Terence really has to get going here inside the fourth quarter. He has 9 points, and he gets that split from the stripe. Santos handoff para kay Chris Lutz. And Isip takes it away. GlobalPort with a chance to catch up. Terence Romeo, derecho, misses! Sorry miss for Terence Romeo.
It's a hard break, especially when you're trying to make that run.
Saktong 30 puntos lamang na San Miguel Beer. Kabagnot, looking to drive, kicks out. Santos, out of control, one-handed rebound. Go ulit ni Mark Isip. And this time GlobalPort looking to run. Pringle, I think.
Yeah,
tweaked something.
Like something's wrong with his ankle or his foot.
That's the chance of Terence Romeo.
Terence Romeo getting the finish of the foul as Stanley Pringle is holding on to that right ankle. Papalitan siya dito ni Omar Clayem.
For Stanley Pringle, bonus free throw, Terence Romeo.
So Pringle immediately subbing out. And Romeo now has 12 points in the game.
A lot better so far in this fourth quarter, because in the third quarter he only had 2 points.
Pringle will get checked out to the sidelines as play continues. Kabagnot has Isip on the switch. Shoots over the defense, misses. One and done in that one. Romeo looking to get on court, and Romeo will convert. 14 points in the game for Terence Romeo. Kabagnot this time from the corner, short. Offensive rebound, now over to San Miguel Beer. Fajardo carving some space. He elevates and detonates and gets the finish of the foul.
You know, that's a good thing so far for San Miguel Beer. Kind of stopping a bit of the bleeding, perhaps. I mean, because on those last, I think, 4 or 5 possessions, they got nothing out of it. They got 2 turnovers out of it. But they also weren't getting back on defense. And in that last timeout, Coach Leo was getting on him about that.
7 points in the game para kay Jumar Fajardo. Stupid. The premier defenders, especially against prolific scorers, mapipito ng foul. At papalitan siya dito ni AZ Reed who had a scorching run throughout 3 quarters.
And the last thing, you call it the disease of a big league, or the curse of a big league. Everybody has a tendency to relax. Therefore, they're not playing defense or paying attention to detail as intensely as they were in those first 3 quarters. So very important for San Miguel to stay focused.
Oh, Crayem! A spectacular move and a shot.
He's another guy that needs to get going.
107 to 81. Larong pa rin ng San Miguel Beer. Reed taking the handoff. Bibigay niya si Arwin Santos who puts it away. And that 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home TV Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 5 points for the former PBA MVP. Graham facing 3 defenders. Oh, Reed takes it away. San Miguel Beer on the run pero inago naman ni Terence Romeo. Thomas blocking the path here. Romeo flies and gets fouled.
This is foul number 32, AZ Reed. Second and 15, foul for the Pyramid.
Pangalawang foul dito kay AZ Reed. Kita mo si Terence Romeo, agresibo. Na umatake sa basket.
Very. I mean, it was a great defensive play he made.
Let's hear now, courtside, from Sel Guevara.
Stanley Pringle twitched the ankle that he injured before. That is why he's resting it out on the bench. At dahil dyan, the other guards have to put double effort pressuring the backcourt. James?
Maraming salamat, Sel Guevara. Pero pag-usapan natin, ito si AZ Reed, 9 triples already, equaling the record, the franchise record of San Miguel Beer 2002. Si Boy Bits Victoria, tapos 2001, Lamont Struthers, the helicopter.
I figured he was breaking or tying some sort of record because the guy was on fire in that 3rd quarter.
Here's Reed in the post, no look pass, Cabagnot from downtown. And another 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home TV Evolution. There's your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
And good recognition by AZ Reed, finding Alex Cabagnot at the top for that 3-point shot.
Oh, Crayem. That shot from long range Mintis, kaya pagkakataon ulit para sa San Miguel Beer. Reed, and he gets fouled by Marvin Hayes.
Number 5, Marvin Hayes is first.
It's the first foul dito kay Marvin Hayes bagong pasok sa ating laro. Denok Miranda, papalitan si Omar Crayem. Coach Mido Arencho still shuffling his lineup. Naghahanap ng lineup na gagana kontra sa San Miguel Beer. Pero pinahirapan sila ni AZ Reed. Dumar Fajardo facing a double team. Makulit si Terence Romeo. Outside to Lutz. In and out of that one. Kramer nakakuha na rebound. The Beermen immediately back on defense. Ayaw nila maka-fast break ang Batang Pier. Kramer gets it to Romeo. Romeo finds an opening, floats it up and in. The finish of the foul.
Pushing foul with the Fajardo.
The confidence of this kid to blow by anyone and score on anyone. And this performance play brought to you by Stanley Tools Performance in Action.
I love the floater. I love the floater over the big fella. You know what? He's got the right idea here. He definitely realizes he has to pick it up. Being the best player on this basketball team, he has to take charge.
19 points in the game. At pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Ali, that Romeo really has to get going. And now, 19 points.
Yeah, but I mean, we're looking at the score right now. Obviously, you don't want to count GlobalPort out because so many things can happen. But you can actually say that it might be a little too late. But again, we still have 6 minutes left in this basketball game.
You have to remember the quotient system as well.
Yes.
Ayaw mo palitin yung lamang. Kung ikaw GlobalPort, gagawin mo yan as Romeo aggressively attacking. And he will troop back to the line.
Amazing how he just attacks the ball. That quick step. He's really fast. And he's just going by defenders. And then the confidence and the toughness of going up against the big guys.
20-point barrier broken by Terence Romeo. Gets 2 for 2, 21 points at GlobalPort. Humahabol. On the San Miguel Beer here in the 4th quarter. As possession will go back to GlobalPort. Romeo now will inbound. Outside to Miranda. Nabasa ni Alex Cabagnot. Cabagnot. Arwin mishandles. Puts it up. Misses. Reed. Second effort. No. And Marvin Hayes comes away with it.
Oh, man.
Romeo dancing his way through a phalanx of defenders. Beats Kramer for the bucket to finish at the foul. Patuloy na lumalaban ang batang player kahit gaano kalaki lamang. Look at Romeo breaking ankles here. Penetrates the defense and Kramer inside.
As I said, it can happen. And you saw how fast they scored there.
And now that they're also scoring from the free throw line, yung mga three-point plays, Ali, they stop the clock and they get free chances.
Definitely. And
16 points para dito kay Doug Kramer.
And this is pressure defense here.
Although curiously, it's Kramer guarding Chris Ross. Hayes, kontra naman kay AZ Reed. Kramer coming into double. Reed fade away, bounces high, up and out. At Kramer nakakuha ng defensive rebound. Walo na yan. Big Doug Kramer. Miranda. Terrence for three. Rebound, Kramer. Ball stripped. Thomas recovers against J.R. Reyes, and Thomas converts.
Got to admire the fight in GlobalPort.
Look at that, 113 to 93, 19 points now. All right, Stephen Thomas. Lassiter, inside, Ross, off the glass and in. San Miguel cannot put their foot off the pedal here as Miranda, adventurous drive and a bucket.
Yep, Miranda with that big body.
Tawag nga dito PowerPoint guard eh. Sa lakas ito si Denok Miranda as Ross slashes inside and gets fouled.
You see Doug Kramer guarding him. I mean, at some point with that defense, you have to sacrifice something. And in this case, they're sacrificing, they're risking the idea of Chris Ross scoring, even though they know that Doug Kramer's guarding him. That's a mismatch.
Timeout doon, na-freeze ito si Chris Ross. He misses the first free throw. We're under 5 minutes dito sa ating payoff period. And Ross gets a split from the stripe. 17 points for Chris Ross.
Just a big night for Chris Ross.
Thomas in the post against J.R. Reyes. Left-handed shot, doesn't go. Ross magtatawid ng bola. Si Keith Jensen bumabantay sa kanya. Reed still has Marvin Hayes to contend with. Cabagnot getting the handoff. Between the legs crossover, the pull-up jumper. What a pretty move.
Time and time again, we've seen moves like that by Alex Cabagnot.
12 puntos para kay ACAP. Romeo looking to shake off ito si Chris Ross. Last touch though on the Beerman guard. That's also an interesting battle here. The offense of Romeo kontra sa depensa ni Chris Ross. A timeout ulit. Maliban doon sa mahigit 30 puntos, ito si AZ Reed. Ang dami natin nakitang Beerman na nagko-contribute sa kanilang opensa. Lassiter, Ross, Cabagnot.
It's just really balanced. That the double team, the defense of GlobalPort was coming off of Chris Ross. That was a risk, and right now they paid for it because Chris Ross has 17 points.
Ross also, being a tall, athletic guard, nakakakuha din ng rebound. They go back to the well. AZ Reed looking to create. Handoff, Marshall Lassiter. Same play para kay Alex Cabagnot kanina. Reed now posts up kontra kay Marvin Hayes. Spins, shoots, and scores.
Good shot by AZ Reed. A turnaround jump shot, recognizing a shorter Marvin Hayes and realizing that we got to finish strong down this stretch.
And easily 41 points for AZ Reed.
Amazing.
Thomas, taken away by Marshall Lassiter. when you have Lassiter and you have Chris Ross on the floor, that's a really tough defensive wing lineup.
Well, I mean, you know, they've been struggling, okay? And what we're seeing now is their potential. I mean, what they've always been capable of doing, and it's kind of a relief. And I'm sure it's a relief for the San Miguel fans and the San Miguel coaching staff to see this type of play, because we know this is what they're capable of doing on any given night. And of course, you know, I can't help but think about you know, the untimely passing of their boss, and you know, kind of an icon as far as putting together great teams. I think about the early part of the decade, those San Miguel teams that were winning championships, and you know that, there's a bit of inspiration there, because I've heard nothing but good things from all the players, all the guys that are even retired, about Mr. Kawanko and what he's done for the San Miguel franchise and what he's done for the players.
Our condolences, of course, to the family of Representative Enrico Juanco, as Jarek Fortuna is now checking in para San Miguel Beer with this huge lead, 120-97, with just under 2 minutes left dito sa ating fourth quarter.
Well, I guess both teams are thinking about the quotient, right?
Sa huling laro, yung panalo ng San Miguel Beer, 36 points. Ito si AZ Reed, samantalang double-digit scorer din doon. Si Junmar Fajardo, but now you have a variety of players, you know, chipping in when San Miguel Beer is playing like this, when all their guns are clicking. Lalo na yung effort din nila sa depensa. Nakakita na tayo ng maraming forced turnovers, steals for San Miguel Beer that really makes them such a complete team.
Well, you kind of have to get back. You know, you have the talent, but you got to get back to that hard work, those roots. You know, and I've said it, I sound like a broken record, but the little things always add up to the big things. And that's the stuff that you don't see on the stat sheet. Diving for loose balls, committing forcing turnovers, playing pressure defense. And you saw a lot of pressure defense tonight towards GlobalPort. And, you know, the result is this score that we're looking at right now.
Para naman din sa Batang Pair, again, an impressive 3-0 start dito sa ating Governor's Cup. But like you mentioned, another test for them. And of course, looking at big picture-wise, para sa GlobalPort, this will just ultimately make them a better team if they are able to adjust accordingly.
Well, you know, I talked to Billy Mamaril before the game, and he just said, you know, these guys have to realize, the young guys have to realize, hey, we're good. We're a good enough team. We have the potential, we have the capability. But now it's kind of back to the drawing board, if you will, for GlobalPort, figuring out the mistakes that they made. And like I said, this is a test. They came across a team, a great team that's been struggling. Now they got to figure out where they made mistakes and correct them for the next game.
And Fortuna joins the party as he knocks down a three-point shot. First 3 points of the game for the former UST point guard.
Jarek Fortuna is one of those tough, hard-nosed guards, in my opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a review of the last out of bounds play.
A 124-102 advantage para San Miguel Beer as Bitoy Molo checks in. Si Axel Doruelo. Nakakita na playing time in the last minute ng ating laro.
And you see the guys on the sideline of San Miguel Beer congratulating the players that played well, all of them for that matter. And, you know, it's a good thing to see.
Prince Caparel, Nard Pinto. A couple of rookies from Arellano University now in the game, but another shot clock violation. When you look at the score, Ali Peak with 47.5 remaining, you really have to credit the outside shooting ng San Miguel Beer dito sa ating laro.
I mean, 17 for 29, three-point field goals is unbelievable. It's amazing. And, you know, these guys they made it a point to play well, and just so happens that their three-point shots were falling for them at the right time.
That was a well-balanced three-point affair yung iba. Created by Marshall Lassiter yung iba. Created by those kick-out passes after a drive, drawing the defense in. Spider-Man, this is another one. Nakuha ni J.R. Reyes. Extra pass, Fortuna. And as the seconds die down, Derek Fortuna just willing to dance on the defense and flings the last second shot, and that last shot by Omalon. We will see if that one counts, but the bottom line here, it is a huge win para sa San Miguel Beermen. A lot of guys chipping in, maliban na sa 40 puntos, 41 dito sa AZ Reed. Marshall Lassiter, Alex Cabagnot, everyone joining the party, and that is why San Miguel Beer has a 124-102 victory kontra sa GlobalPort Batang Pier.